Rick Green, not Red Green, Rick Green created the Red Green Show with me, and he plays Bill on The Adventures with Bill, which was I think our first 7 or 8 seasons. He was doing that. And the thing with Rick is he likes to be a little odd, a little bit crazy, and then he'll go maybe, I don't know, 100 steps beyond that. And sometimes when we're doing The Adventures with Bill, he would always want to do something that was so unbelievable that he was like daring the audience to question it. It was, you know, part of his joy of working. So in this one that you're about to see in this show, where he's crushing grapes to try to make his own wine, and there's a scene near the end where his arms are completely flat, and like to me it is so obvious that those are little pieces of white cardboard. Oh, I hope I haven't given it away, but take a look. If you think that Rick went too far, please email him immediately. And in fact, I'll give you his home number because I know he'd really like to talk to you.
It's the new Red Green Show! Remember, folks, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, acts like a duck, and is carrying a seized-up chainsaw, you better duck because it's probably your hero, my uncle, Red Green!
Thank you very much. Very exciting day up here at Possum Lodge. I got this in the mail from the income tax department. I think we're looking at a refund right here, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, right, Uncle Red. You have to, like, pay income tax before you can get a refund.
Not if you got a good accountant, Harold.
No, it doesn't matter like that. No, you're wrong. You got to pay into the system before you can get anything back. I think you're confusing the word filing with the word cheating.
I think you're confusing the word nephew with the word who cares. Stick around, folks. I'm going to share this with you. The news, that is. What you're looking at now is a bunch of segments from this particular show. The main message being, for gosh sakes, don't even think about changing the channel. I'll tell you something, you want to make sense out of this program, you got to give it your undivided attention. All right, that's good, Harold. Yeah. Look what we got here, huh? There's a refund check. That's a refund check. Look at that, Harold. That's a refund check. Exactly as I predicted, right there.
Well, Uncle Red, you got to pay into income tax before you can expect a refund.
It's a great country, isn't it, Harold? Huh? Hey, let's see. Let's see how great. Give me a hand here, Harold. All right. There we go. $11.43. Not bad. Not bad.
Uncle Red, that's a fly dropping there. Try that again.
$1,143?
What? No!
Oh, man.
That's wrong. That's a mistake.
No,
that's a mistake. No, we're phoning the tax department because that's a mistake. We're going to get this straightened out.
I'm not phoning anybody, Harold. You know, I'm just thinking now that I may have made some comments, you know, about the government, the tax department in particular, over the past.
Some comments? They were threats. I heard them. Threats.
Whatever, Harold, but you know, I'll tell you, when you take a man who's barely making ends meet and therefore not ever able to generate enough income to actually pay the income tax, which is a privilege. You know, that's a privilege, Harold.
Oh, yeah. We're one of the most privileged countries in the world.
There you go. And you hand that man $1,143. I'm telling you, this is a great government we got here, Harold. This is a good deal. Now, later on in the show, we're going to be making a little bit of wine on the Adventures with Bill segment, so I had driven over to the vineyard in the Possum van. That would be me arriving there now. And look at that beautiful there, the vineyard out the back there. Looks like a beautiful backdrop. Of course, Bill is looking for the wheelbarrow. Going to put the grapes in there, and I think he's going to start by crushing his melon. Oh boy. That would, yep. No harm, no foul, huh? All right, so around we go to the front because apparently the wheelbarrow had wedged in, and this is we have the heavy-duty suspension on that, which was built really to catch wheelbarrows. She's looking a little rough there, Bill. And I'm suspecting this unit is off warranty. Whoop. So I will take out a roll of duct tape, and we just can't. It's not quite as good as new, and hard to believe one wheel could be out of alignment, but we seem to have managed her. So Bill's apparently spotted some of the grapes. These are the, I believe, the Concord Mallard. Well, they're ripe. Well, we don't know they're ripe. Bill's gonna just put the grape in your mouth, Bill. Just put it, Bill. Oh gosh, I'll try one. Bill needs a hat. What's this? Oh, kind of the bulk approach. And he's all set. Throw it in the wheelbarrow. That's not gonna work.
Oh, now looking in the campfire, tell me what you see. A pile of logs and kindling, the artist formerly known as tree. Or do you see the spirit calling you like a brother? But if that spirit looks like an aerosol can, I suggest you run for cover. Welcome to the Possum Lodge Word Game, where tonight's grand prize is a year's supply of unmarked pharmaceuticals from the Craig House Pharmacy. Uncle Red. Uncle Red, you have 30 seconds to get Mr. Mike Hammer to say this word. Address. Address. Go! All right, Mike, the place you call home.
The big house.
Where you live.
In my car.
Okay. You gotta park your car somewhere. The place you park it is called?
The liquor store.
Let me try another way in this. When you write to your mother, you send the letter to her...
Caseworker.
Okay, no, I'm talking about her house here, Mike, okay? Picture the front door. This is either beside the door or maybe above the door, and it's called...
The red light.
No, Mike, this is a number.
Oh, 666.
Okay, and that's called?
Graffiti. I did it myself. It's for Mother's Day.
Oh, I know. Remember that time they mentioned your name on the radio?
Oh.
On the news? Hey, they said the cops have arrested Mike Hammer of...
No fixed address.
You know, science has put a man on the moon, cured a bunch of diseases, and even defined the origin of the universe. But as yet, they have failed to solve the ultimate mystery, how to make a half-decent amphibious car. So today on Handyman Corner, I'm going to solve the question that has plagued mankind since, well, the late 50s, I guess. See, anybody who's made an amphibious car has failed because they started with a car and tried to make it seaworthy. I'm going to start with a boat and make it roadworthy. I got this boat here. She already floats, got a motor on her. All I need to make it into a car is a set of wheels. But wait a minute. This boat already has a set of wheels on the trailer. All I got to do now is hook up the motor so that it will drive the wheels. Sounds hard, right? Wrong. See, all you need is one more outboard motor, so you got one for each side. Then all you do is remove the propeller, the cotter pin on here. Oh, no. And of course, you got to remember now, outboard motors are water-cooled. Now, we're going to compensate for that by going really, really fast. Now, all you got to do is remount this so that this shaft rubs up against the tire, and you let friction do the rest. There we go. Now, just drop her into gear. Okay, I'm thinking belt drive. Now, for making the belt, I suggest something strong, flexible, and waterproof. The handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. Okay, just lay that in there. Boy, that wouldn't be any more snug if I'd actually taken the time to measure it. All right, let's give her a try. Just start up the motor. All right, now I did that to show you what happens if you don't cut a groove in the tire to hold the belt in. You weren't thinking, were you? You want to be careful with this, because rubber doesn't grow on trees. Well, all right, yeah, it does, but be careful when I'm saying be careful. All right, there's our groove done. We got our belt in it. You know, they say necessity is the mother of invention. Don't know who the father is. Probably remorse. All right, now I've done the same thing on the other side. Got another outboard motor over there and got the groove and the tire and the belt on there. Of course, I kept the original outboard motor on the back because she's got the prop on her, and that's how we're gonna drive our boat. Now, the way we steer this thing is the same way they steer the bulldozers and the tanks by speeding up one side or the other. So, if you want her to turn left, you speed up this motor. You want her to turn right, you speed up this motor. Keep them both going the same speed, you're going straight ahead. And the beauty of this is, you want to make a real sharp corner, just fire one of them into reverse. Now, here's something to think about. The boat floats but the trailer doesn't. So you have to attach one to the other. Spend a little extra and make her solid. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Now let's go driving our amphibious car. Choke to that, choke. Come on, baby. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna get seasick on dry land. Stay tuned and relax. Whatever this is, we got lots more of it. I want to talk to you guys about something that's going to happen to your wife that'll have a tremendous effect on you. You know, a woman gets into those middle years and she has this brief biological urge to have just the one more child. I don't know why. Maybe it's because her babies are grown, or maybe she sees a younger woman expecting, or maybe she realizes that once the kids move out, she'll only have you. But believe me, parenthood at your age is not a good idea. As you're slipping into your second child, you don't need somebody around who's just starting their first. And you don't want somebody else in the house who goes to the bathroom more often than you do. So here's what you do, okay? Borrow a baby just for the weekend. Find some new parents and babysit. You know, give them a little break. I'll tell you, by the time you hit the 1 a.m. feeding, your wife will be having second thoughts. And then the 3 a.m. colic fit, she'll be asking you to phone the parents. And by the 4 a.m. diaper change, she'll be praying for hot flashes. So just let nature take its course. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Yeah, it's all here. You ever see $1,143 in one place before, Harold?
Yep. On Baywatch nights. Yeah, they had these drug dealers, right? They were illegal drug dealers, you know, not like pharmacists or something like that. These were illegal drug dealers, right? And they had this big illegal drug deal, so they had all this money, right? And then they thought, well, let's go for a swim, you know, because they're all hot. They got hair all over the face, guys like that, right? So they thought, well, we'll go for a swim. And luckily, they had their Speedos under their drug dealer collars, right? So they go out in the water, but they left their money in a bag between two cabana chairs up on the beach. When they're out there swimming, someone stole the money, right? So they're freaking out when they come back in. They're blaming everybody, particularly the lifeguards, right? And who else but Pamela Lee Anderson gets blamed, right? They wanted to frisk her and everything, you know. But you can tell by the bathing suit she had on, she didn't have any lumps she wasn't supposed to have, right? You know. The lumps she did have, though, were worth a lot more than $1,100, though. Yeah.
Sure. Why do I ask? Anyway, I got the check made out here totally in cash. That way it's untraceable and completely liquid. I may actually use part of it to buy something that's completely liquid.
No, actually, Uncle Red, this is dishonest, and I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, you're an honest person. You've always been honest with me.
No, this isn't dishonest, Harold. The government sent me a check and I cashed it. End of story.
No. Middle of story, only end of happy part. Government finds their mistake. Government nails Uncle Red.
All right, Harold, what would you do if you were me?
I would phone the tax department, inform them of their mistake, and then I'd return the money. Yeah.
So glad you're not me.
Did all.